In the classical model, art and music is a very important part of the overall humanities and the overall development of and encouraging in our scholars what it means to be good, true, and beautiful. So we're going to talk a little bit about the role of the art program in our model. And let's start with artists and musicians. So the classical schools all feature an artist and a musician for a full semester. So 2 artists, 2 musicians that go all semester long in every grade. Then there's also an art class or an art teachers that goes deeper dive into techniques and themes and histories and components. So the classroom teacher's going big picture and the art teacher's going much deeper and wider. So we feature 25 artists, 25 musicians and 50 artists. Actually, the 50 great works of art is what that boiled down to. And it travels through the time frames of history that line up to the particular times that they're studying in the classroom. Remember, history is that overarching theme that we cover called thematic units. In the art class, the art teacher may go deep into a time frame subject. So let's take horses, for example. What do they look like from ancient Mesopotamia to cave drawings all the way through to the founding of America and through? So they're going to be looking at historical context. They're going to look at brushstroke and techniques. They're going to look at famous artists and how they represented the horse and how they changed and whatnot. So that's one kind of theme that would run through an art class. But again, back to the conversation we had about history is the arc and is the most important part of kind of what a classical ed school does. We're covering the Enlightenment and the Renaissance unit, which of course was an explosion of art and music at the time. And we're going to have curriculum cards, all color coded again, aligned to that particular unit. So there'll be a date code at the bottom of when that's covered in the classroom or in the homeschool environment, and then how that applies. So then when we look at one of the actual cards, like say Leonardo da Vinci, we try to include some really big questions, some big overarching pieces. Then we look at the great works of art of that particular artist. So he happened to have 3 of them: the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and the Vitruvian Man, and then all the way through. So again, when it's covered in the classroom, and some big components of that particular artist and some examples of what they do. So again, it's just a way to introduce the scholars to an artist, their great works, their impact on the world, and how they showed up, and they were part of. We get into the modern arts here, of course, and then we jump over to the East, and we do both Japan and China as they roll through. Now we're going to show you a little bit about how we complement this, the card, the printed material, the kind of the snapshot with digital content. So in our digital world, we'll take each of these artists and we'll have a whole series of lesson plans, documentaries, PowerPoints, things that help that artist come alive for the kids so they can actually experience and see what that looks like. So each one of these is resting inside of our digital platform. That it's in our library, and then when the teacher or the parent has a subscription to our system, then everything just can move to their library if they're covering that particular artist. Let's look at music. Same thing. Time frame. Same concept. So we list out the spot where those musicians show up, and what rank they are based on popularity and or impact on history, and their significant works of art, and then just a little background on who they are. Again, Mozart, he shows up 2nd grade in months 1 through 5 through August through December, and then just again some background on who Mozart was. 4th grade, 1 through 5, Tchaikovsky, and all the way through. There's the jazz folks, and then we kind of ended up into the 1970s and 80s and the impact of music. So this is all just a way to make it come alive and help the homeschool parent and or the mom in the classroom, or the homeschool parent or the teacher in the classroom, to have the tools at their fingertips to make that artist come alive, make the kids identify and understand who they are.